The Art of War was written by a general who meticulously mastered the science and art of conquest. The 13 chapters outline in a methodological manner, listing out crucial issues that anyone who intends to wage war must master. The first thing to strike me was the statement that war is a vital matter of state. Today many people do not realize that business environments are war setups. Before Facebook we had MySpace. Before Gmail, we had Yahoo Mail. If you will create an enterprise, you must understand the realities that exist in entrepreneurship. The word business is rooted in busyness. Ideally, mean an appointed task. It's about action and goals. It's about conquest. If you don't understand that business means war, your competition will make you understand. When Nokia's CEO was giving his last speech CEO before they were acquired, he said, "We did everything right, but somehow we lost." It's not just about solving problems. You must expand your market and kill any competition before your competition does. The first chapter dealt with making plans. To be successful in business you have to plan. Fortson, Zio, war must not be embarked on if one is not ready for victory. He suggests avoiding the enemy or even surrendering if victory isn't guaranteed. The first purpose of a plan is to know what action to take. He outlined 5 major areas: the way, seasons, terrain, leadership, and management. Chapter 2 of the book talked about waging war. He explained that war must be waged in a war that maximized resources, both human, material, and time. War efforts must be swift and effective. He discourages surrounding a city. He believes that war efforts waste a lot of resources and even risk losing out completely when they delay and use sluggish and bureaucratic processes. Every company should always evolve to meet with the state of a changing society. Chapter 3 discusses strategy. War efforts and goals must be born out of strategic plans. The book defines the source of strength as unity, not size, and discusses the 5 factors that are needed to succeed in any war. In order of importance, these critical factors are attack, strategy, alliances, army, and cities. Chapter 4 talks about opportunities. The book helps us understand and value what we have. We must protect what we have and look out for opportunities that our competitors would present us with. He said, "The only way to know how to attack an enemy is from what we learn from them. We must keep an eye on the enemy and make sure we are secured in our estate." Chapter 5 talks about using creativity and timing to build momentum and motivation. The soldiers must be in high spirit at strategic points. We must realize the different times and seasons for our business and learn how we can maximize it for gains. Chapter 6 speaks about weakness and strength. He explains that every army has its weakness and its strength. He said that the army that exposes its weakness and conceals its strength will lose. He recommended using an open position, which is your enemy's weakness. Chapter 7 explains the dangers of direct conflict. He explains that an army must not attack frontally alone. Show your enemy enough to distract them from the real attack. He used the word maneuver. Chapter 8 explains how one can be flexible enough to change tactics as circumstances change. Every business must outline all possible circumstances and have a plan to maneuver them. No room should be left for failure. Chapter 9 wants the learner to understand that in execution you are vulnerable. You must not leave anything to chance. Be aware that once the army begins to march, you cannot be non-challenged. You don't point the gun if you are not ready to pull the trigger. Chapter 10 speaks about the terrain. Every new terrain posses bring its challenges and opportunities. We must learn the terrain and use both to our advantage. Chapter 11 spoke about the 9 terrains a commander can face. Do you know the terrain you will face as you do your business? Chapter 12 details the various weapons and also spoke of the environment as a weapon a commander can use against the enemy. Chapter 13 focuses on the importance of developing good information sources, and specifies the 5 types of intelligence sources and how to best manage each of them. Don't just have one type of information source. Develop good intelligence. Your business depends on it. The Art of War is one classic that has remained relevant for so many years because of the timeless wisdom packed in it. I hope you have learned something. I encourage everyone to buy and read the book.